Hi everyone, it's Greg Askew again with the Jackson Clinics. We're here in April to talk about science, specifically the stretch shortening cycle. Okay, the stretch shortening cycle is a term that describes basically the reflexive activity that takes place in a neuromuscular junction when a muscle is quickly stretched and how that's going to reflexively make it fire powerfully. What we're going to do is show you how this works in muscle reflexes and show you how that can directly improve your split jerk if done properly. Okay, so one thing to understand about the stretch shortening cycle is that all muscle fibers have embedded in them something called muscle spindles. Okay, muscle spindles are little springs that wrap around the muscle fibers, and they respond to changes in muscle length and also velocity. So if a muscle is stretched quickly, then the muscle spindle is going to activate your sensory nerves to travel up to the spinal cord. Spinal cord is going to reflexively send back a signal to the muscle to fire. Okay, one way to show this easily is in a basic quad reflex. I'm sure all you guys have had this done at the doctor at some point in your life. So if Dan just lets his legs relax right there, we just give that quad tendon, patellar tendon a quick stretch. You can see the reflex that takes place there. Okay, so again, when I strike his patellar tendon there, the muscle spindles that are wrapped around each muscle fiber are going to quickly stretch. That's going to send a signal up to the spinal cord that they were stretched. The spinal cord is going to send a signal back to the muscle to allow it to fire. So, stretch shortening cycle, muscle spindle, all that's great. How does it make you a better crossfitter? The stretch shortening cycle, that quick velocity stretch, is what will make you a lot more powerful at the bottom part of the wall ball, the bottom part of the squat for the wall ball. That's what makes a hand release push-up significantly harder than just a normal push-up, is because you're losing that quick stretch at the bottom of the push-up. Since we're doing the split jerk this month, we wanted to go over how the stretch shortening cycle can make you a heck of a lot more powerful for the split jerk. So, Dan, pick up the bar. So with Dan in the front rack position, we're going to show how the stretch shortening cycle can significantly improve your ability to drive the bar upward. You might hear your coaches say, do a dip drive, so dip down to press the bar upward when you're doing the split jerk. Now, in order to get that stretch shortening cycle to engage those muscle spindles, you want to make that dip very quick. Okay, so go ahead and show us a quick dip drive, Dan. Awesome. Just like Rick taught him. Okay, come on back down. Now when the weight gets really heavy, what we tend to see is people wanting to slow down that dip because it's so heavy. However, that's going to make that movement a lot less efficient. You're not engaging that stretch shortening cycle, thus it's not going to be as powerful of a movement. So go ahead and show us that one, Dan. Show us a poor dip drive. It was a lot less powerful because that dip didn't give him that quick velocity stretch. Okay, so just one more time, quick dip drive will show what it's like to engage that stretch shortening cycle. Perfect. So bottom line, a quick stretch to a muscle makes it fire more powerfully. So apply that to your split jerk this month. Give it a quick dip rather than that slow dip, and hopefully we see a lot bigger numbers on those split jerks this month.